Hey, everybody. I hope everybody's had a marvelous week and weekend. What's today? Today Sunday, ain't it? Yep, weekend. The weekend over just that fast. I swear in the blink of an eye, the weekend be gone. Okay? I swear. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday don't get a fair chance. It just don't seem like it get the same 24 hours the rest of the days of the week do. In the blink of an eye, those days be over. And it's back to work, back to school, back to just being drained. Okay? But yeah, as you can see, what the title is about praying family do exist, okay? And this is just about a lot of things that I've seen going on YouTube lately, just in general, as well. The way that your family will pray on you, they won't pray for you, but they will definitely pray on you. They will pray on your success, or actually, they'll also pray on lack thereof. Okay. They'll pray on the fact that you're going through things with your children, that you're going through things with your spouse. They'll pray on you. They'll pray on you when you're down. Sometimes you have some members that don't come around until you down, and they're only coming around to make sure you're down and do whatever it is that they can do to make sure you stay down. Okay, because they rather have you in a vulnerable, weak space where they can come in and penetrate your mind, um, penetrate your self-esteem, uh, penetrate anything good that can come to your life because they're not happy with their own self. Okay. So you got to be real careful about those family members that show up and act like they're trying to lend a helping hand. But then they run to tell your business. They just coming around just to find out how bad it is, what it all entails, so they can go run and tell everybody else around you, all their friends and family, because at some point you was the one that was doing good with your life. See, sometimes people just watching, waiting for the moment that you go down, that you fall. You know, some people don't want your best interest, don't have your best interest at heart. And they act like they want you to do good, but they want you to do good, but not better than them as far as, the ones that thrive off materialistic stuff, um, and things like that. Because for some reason they feel like that adds value to who they are. Having materialistic stuff that can be destroyed in natural disasters, or anything. A rip can get in the shirt that you done spent $1,000 on, and it can be ruined. Like, stuff really don't hold any value. A lot of stuff made out of the same thing that you can go on Walmart to get, baby. They just added a different name to it, honey. So it shouldn't add or subtract any value from who you are. Materialistic stuff, but unfortunately, some people are so programmed these days that they think that the only way that you could mean something is if you possess those things, right? But I sat here and I've been watching this thing with Peach and her family, and it's been something that's been, something, and I think I became more into it because I come from a rough upbringing, right? Issues with my mom. My dad was an alcoholic. A rough background, right? And I've been watching it, just watching how it could have turned out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thanking God that God didn't make my heart like that. He didn't make my heart so cold and black like that, that I will become a peach. You understand? Because a lot of the things that she say, it's still just not half of the things that I've gone through, but it's definitely not to downplay anything that she say that she's gone through. Not to downplay it at all. But I thank God every day that He didn't allow me to become a peach, because the thing about this is she has all this money in the world, she's still not happy, right? And she constantly say this thing. She'll say, in order for me to break free from my husband, I got to break free from my mama. Girl, bye. That ain't got nothing to do with the fact that you sticking on to that man. See, at the end of the day, Peach is blaming everybody around her for her own decisions. And I can understand people, supporting that, but that is narcissistic behavior. That's a narcissistic mind. You don't want to hold yourself accountable for nothing that's going wrong in your life. You want to keep using your childhood trauma as a crutch to just be a despicable person. And that's not cool. What Peach is doing is not cool. Then you wait till your father go on to glory, and now you just want to keep talking about him. You get on here smiling, playing Tupac, because your daddy gone on to glory. Girl, please, how does that make you feel any better? Because at the end of the day, he's gone on. So nothing you can say or do in this life is going to hurt him now. So any retributions or anything that he could have done to make you feel better, honey, that chance is gone. So you smiling on a video to Tupac because he gone on the glory shouldn't make you feel no better because he gone on. Whether he living or deceased, if he really hurt you like you say he hurt you and all this other stuff, those feelings should still be there. It shouldn't be no smile because he gone on the glory. Because at the end of the day, it'll never change the fact that you resided in his nutsack. Okay? It'll never change the fact that if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't be the person, you wouldn't be here. And then listening to Akasha, her sister, because I've been following Akasha way from the beginning. Listening to Akasha, hey, Tierra Payton. Listen to Akasha like she lying. That girl is lying. He wasn't there for none of us. But they all took the time to go over there and get whatever it was they needed from their daddy before he went on the glory. Whatever they needed to say to him, they said to him. Whatever he needed to say to them, that he was able to say. So if Peach really wanted closure, she could have done the same thing. But no, you rather get on the internet and try to bash your family and tear your family down. You type of getting to the root. Getting to the root is actually going to talk to these people. Figuring out, laying your pain down to them, not the whole world, because the whole world ain't who hurt you. You getting on here bashing your family and doing this and that and third, and people encouraging that behavior. It's ridiculous. Even what you're doing to her mama. Like people like me that don't have mothers, it's no way that we would sit back and think that that's okay. But y'all who got your mamas and take it for granted, y'all the type of people that'll sit back and support what she doing to her mom. Because for one, like I said, even stand with that man after he hit her mom in the head. That showed right there the type of woman she was. You put your hand on my mama, baby, I don't care what kind of mama she is. Me and you have nothing to discuss. Okay? We have nothing to discuss. Ain't no coming back from that. But you can forgive him over and over and over and over. You can change your title. Now we're trying to work on our marriage. So everybody in this world everybody in her world don't deserve forgiveness but Wood. Wood, no matter what he do, now like they said, you talked about it before, but this is the first time I heard it when your brother said it about him messing with the teacher and all this and that and the third. But I remember a video when you said that man, when that girl came out, that girl with that YouTube channel came out top, she was messing with him. The girl that everybody say delusional, right? I specifically recall her saying he was never unfaithful. Now, I don't know if she was saying during that time or over forever. But I definitely remember her saying that when that girl came out and said that she was messing with him, that delusional girl, that they say delusional. I believe she delusional though, because she just don't be making no sense. But my whole thing is about it. But you can say, I can show him some grace because of who his parents is, right? That's what she said about Wood. She can show Wood some grace, but you can't show your mama no grace. No, you want to blame everything bad in your life on your mama. No, your mama ain't the one laying beside you every day. That's taking you up and down on these emotional roller coasters. No, it's the man that you laying by every day. That's who doing it. But instead of you taking the pain out on him and dealing with him directly, you want to deal with him every now and then, but then you want to make everything about your parents or your upbringing. No, girl, you so sad right now because of what you're enduring right now, what you are allowing in your life right now, which is the things that's coming from your husband. And to be 100% honest with y'all, when I look at him and I watch his videos and stuff like that, I'm not saying he's not the man that she say he is, but I'm saying at the end of the day, you tolerating it. I mean, even the way that you'll get on here and bash your husband while he's sitting right there beside you shows that there's no respect there. And I understand that this is your career and there's a love for money, baby, but the love of money is the root of all evil, baby. And not having it, the love of it. Because if you got to tear down everybody around you to have it, baby, that ain't the way to consume it. Because you will sit right there by that man and dog him out. That man has not once came on and did a video and dogged you back out. Because if he do it, then you'll be doing to him what you're doing to your mom and them. And never take accountability for the fact that you started it. Everybody else started it, but you. As soon as somebody call you on your BS, they started it.
But you can come over here and spill everybody around you business. As soon as they say something back, they started. Now I'm gonna get you back for that one because your brother said something back after you want to come out. He want to talk about the thing with Choicey and all this other stuff after you came on here and told all their personal business. Then you come on here and you say stuff about them people that just should not be discussed. What happened to the brother when he was at such and such house? What happened to the sister when she was at such and such house? Those are not your, and then you say I can talk about it because it affects me. No, it don't, because that's their trauma. And if anything, I feel like you're jealous of them because even if they did go through the things that Peach said that they went through, they're not letting it affect their whole life. They're not using it as a crutch their whole freaking life. And every time they make a mistake in life, they want to go back to that moment of whatever it was that happened in their life was supposed to happen in their past. But no, she want to keep using childhood trauma as a crutch. We've all had some sort of childhood trauma, sweetheart. But it don't give you the right to be a hateful person. Then you say, now I'm vindictive. Yes, I'm vindictive. And you glorify the fact that you're being vindictive to your own family, even your own mom. And people telling you, oh, that's okay. That's okay. In what century is that okay? Like people just, people just trip me out. And one way that you say that y'all want to, everything got to be better. But then once y'all support people, let me tell you something. Supporting somebody don't mean that you got to stand for everything they stand for. Okay? If the only way that you can support somebody is to agree with everything that they do, you need to find somebody else to support. Y'all grown. Okay? And as grown, you should never allow anybody to manipulate your mind. If you stand for something, you stand on it. It's no way that nobody in their right mind stand with Peach with what she's doing right now. Because at this point, she's preying on her family. Even with like Akashi and them, they about ready to like if I see you, like it's getting deep. And this stuff could turn out to be real, real bad. Like to the point where your family is wanting to put their hands on you. Like this could turn out bad for you. But you don't care. All you care about is the mighty dollar. All you care about is making money. Like it's just no way. And like I said, if the things that she say happen to her, of course, we all, got a heart for that, right? But it's hard to believe that it happened to you when you're telling us, yes, I'm vindictive. You see, you come out with these stories, but then you come out with the truth. Yes, I'm vindictive. Yes, I'm going to get them back for this one. All that stuff is vengeance, right? But God says vengeance is mine, said the Lord, right? Because no matter how much you keep getting it out, it don't change the fact that it happened, right? So the fact that you deciding to bring it to this platform and try to tear your mama down, right? And everybody else, if that pain is solidified, you doing that not going to change it. And what people don't understand is when people do bad things to you, if you choose to forgive them, the forgiveness is for you, not for them. Because at the end of the day, God will handle each and every last one of us on his time. Karma got everybody's address. And trust me, karma don't miss. Okay? So if you've been a hateful person and you've done, even if her mama did the things that she did, the worst thing that you could say that your mom did is make you bathe in her dirty bath water. Meaning she got out the tub and she put you in it. A lot of parents take baths with their children. Okay? People take baths with their children. I mean, and some people may say it's gross or whatever. But do you really see that as a form of abuse? Like, do you really see that as something that grants what she's doing to her mama right now? But Wood can be shown grace. After he done tried to talk to your hairdresser, he done tried to do everything he can to tear you down from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. But he deserved grace. But when you was in that hospital, when you needed somebody, that same mama came running. Whether you offered her money and she took it or not, why she wrong? Let me tell you something. I don't care who you is. You offer me $4,000 to watch your churn. Let one of my daughters right now offer me $4,000 to watch her churn. I'm going to take it. And if she comes to the end and say, I paid my mama $4,000 to watch my churn, I'm like, you sure did. Hell, you got 7 of them. You think I'm going to feel bad for taking $4,000 if I don't got it? If she got it, it's not hurting her. It's just extra money. If I don't get it, the casino going to get it. You think I wouldn't take it? But does that make me a bad mother? Like, y'all got to make stuff make sense, right? We all sitting here watching the same things, right? And when I listen to her sister Akashi talk, I believe Akashi. Because, you know, the way she just got emotional at the end, and she was just like, you know, she was just talking, and she was like, when I see her, it's going to be on and popping. Because this is what you're doing to their father. To all y'all fathers. At his time of transition, that man has transitioned on. So no matter what hate or hurt that he's caused for you, baby, there's nothing he can do to fix it. So either you're going to learn how to get over it, because he can't fix it. The only person can fix it is the person who broke it, right? So instead of you taking the time to hold him accountable while he was here and making it a thing for him to fix it for you, you brought it to the internet and tried to bash him. When he was living, you could have went over there and did the same thing Akashi and them did, like I said before. Went over there and got your redemption. Hey, Libra 4, I appreciate you for hitting the like button. You could have went and did the same thing. Got the redemption from your daddy. Whatever it was that you was missing from him. At some point he was living, and you could have went and got what you needed. You could have gotten that closure, but now he did. Now he unalive. He's gone on. Now you'll never get that closure from him. And you cheated yourself out of that. Because you too much wanting to come on the internet. Where can't nobody on here fix you. Because nobody on here broke you. But you want your mama, you say you mad at her because she keeps saying what you saying ain't true. Okay, you say it is true, she say it ain't true. Okay, what's next? You want that lady to bow down and say everything that you say is 100% correct. She can't stand on no values, no more. She can't stand on nothing. Whatever you say, everybody else do. They supposed to just say yes, whatever you like. Whatever you like. Baby, this ain't coming to America. These people real lives. She said what she said. She ain't did it. You said she did do it. She said she didn't do it. At the end of the day, hi, I'm a first timer. If we would all leave it with the Lord, we would feel better. Amen, Miss Rosa daughter. Give it to God, because at the end of the day, he the only person that can fix it. If her hurt is as deep as what she says, the only person that can fix this child is God. But if your mama did so much, she's here, she's living. Go get the closure that you need. She's not going to say she did it. And she's strong-willed. You know she's strong-willed. We can all see she's a strong-willed woman. We've heard about the past that she's come from, which I'm very quite sure has made her very, very strong. So this lady not finna bow down to you and say, I did that. But let me tell you something about a person that's really hurt about something. If you really heard about something, she would have never been in your space. I don't care what you needed her for. She would have never been in your space. But no, once you use her up, and you send her on back and you tired of her, you dog her until you need her again. That's the reality of what we're seeing. If she was such an awful mom, she would have never been in your space or in your face. And you definitely wouldn't have been helping her try to get a YouTube, helping her do this, helping her do that. If all this hate was there, it would have always been there. But no, it come up when you're in Wood ain't in a good situation. When you're in Wood, when Wood hurt you, you try to hurt everybody else. See, when he hurt Peach, Peach want to hurt him and everybody she can think about. Everybody else that she think want to love her just a little bit. If Wood can't love her, she don't want love from nobody. And that's the reality. If he can't give it to her, she don't want it from nobody. Everybody is dispensable. She loves that man. She's allowed that man to consume everything good about her. Okay? You ever heard about sleeping with the enemy? That man is sucking her behind dry. And I'm not talking about financial. I'm talking about her soul. But when him and her is happy, all the way happy, y'all gonna see the difference. But once they spoke up again, I'm gonna tell you where they messed up at. When they spoke up about the things that Wood did wrong, that's when the fire got in her eyes and the horns grew on her head. Say what you want to say about her. But baby, you talk about Wood, baby, it's gonna be hell to pay. And that is what's happening. Because they spoke up on the real type of person he is. Akasha did the same thing. Like she already told the truth about what's happening. Like she is this man, like this is nothing that a lot of people have never seen before, but this is what happens when you allow a man to consume you. And then you say, oh, you want to blame everything. Now, everything that she going through is her mama, her mama, her daddy, everybody else fault. Everything Wood going through, that's his mama, his daddy. What a grown ass man. How can somebody else be responsible for the type of man that he gonna be? If you choose to forgive him, you choose to forgive him because that's what you're gonna allow in your life. But it ain't his mama fault, it ain't his daddy fault. Whatever his mama allowed with her husband, that's between her and her husband. That ain't got nothing to do with the man that you're allowing to lay beside you when you verbally express what you need from him. You verbally express to this man what you need from him. He know right from wrong. He know what you asking of him. Only person that's accountable for who he is him. And if he's not doing the things that you need, baby, it's because he don't value you that much. Now, if that's what's okay with you, that's okay with you. But you try to tear everybody else down in your life because he won't be the man that you want him to be. It's not fair. And I don't care who said it is. And I ask a question. What's up, Miss Lee? Before what you need? What's your question, Queen? Like, it's ridiculous to see. So much stuff is going on, right? God is plucking his flowers left and right. And this is you want to go, instead of trying to move on to the next stage in your life, you want to go dig back childhood trauma. Do you want to be happy or you don't? If you want to keep digging into childhood trauma, then you say your mom is the reason you accept what you accept. Girl, clearly she ain't. Because she ain't laying beside no man doing the things that your man doing. So how is she responsible for what you are allowing? How? How's your mama responsible, Peach, for what you allowing in your life? Because you verbalize that you see the wrong things that you're allowing in your life, right? So for the fact that you see it means that you can choose to correct it. Do you think they are doing this for clicks and views? Ms. Lee, before at first I did, right? But how deep she got, I think this girl is just going, is like, this is something different. This is the love of money. This is the root of all these. She's willing to run over anybody because I don't think she feel like her story is enough. So she bringing out everybody's business. She telling about her sister business, her mama business, her brother business, everybody business because she want to keep the traffic. So yeah, kinda. Now that I said that out loud, kinda, yeah. She don't care who get hurt. She don't care who get hurt in the process, as long as the money coming in. She don't care who get hurt. But how vindictive is that? Then you come out and say, yeah, I'm vindictive. Yeah, I'm not finished. Baby, your mama has bowed out gracefully. So at this point, it's becoming a little bullyish. She has bowed out gracefully. And that lady still didn't come on here and tear you down to the ground, which I'm very quite sure is a lot of stuff she could say. Now you want to scream and holler because your mama used to clean your neck around people with alcohol. Girl, if you had a black neck, she had to scrub your neck. A lot of people deal with that high pigmentation. But it shows she was a mama because she decided to clean it instead of having your behind walking around with a black neck. But that make her a bad mama because she chose to clean your neck in front of other people. You act like she had you standing in the grocery store cleaning your neck. Like you gotta make stuff make sense. Every time one thing starts to run out, here she go with another story, trying to drag that lady through the mud. She trying to do everything she can to break that woman's spirit. That is why I condone her mama. Not condone her mama, but I applaud her mama because she could be getting on here tearing her behind to the ground, doing what Akashi doing. Because honey, Akasha spilled tea. Akasha told everything her. She pissing Akashi off. And Akashi ain't holding back. So her mama could have did the exact same thing. And y'all have been on here, oh, that's her daughter. No. She called all kind of B words, all the most disrespectful stuff that she can do, she doing to her mom. And I'm very quite sure there's a lot of stuff that family as a whole is still holding back. Her mom and them. They choosing not to do her like she doing them. But to watch it is very sad. To watch it is very sad that the person that you choose to tear down is your mama. When you could be using an angel on that man that's laying beside you, honey, that's the one that's real soul, the one that's really soul sucking you. The one you got to beg for flowers. Most women don't want no bundle of flowers out of Sam's Club, but that's all you require. And he can't do that little simple thing without you having to get on the internet and cry about it. He can't do you a simple thing. You bought this man a $50,000 truck and he can't buy you flowers without you requesting it. Because he already know at this point what you need just to be happy. That little simple stuff. The little simple stuff. Help with the kids and buy me flowers. And because he can't do that consistently, he can't consistently be the man that you want. You want to be able to tear everybody else down that genuinely love you because you feel like nobody else's love means anything to you but his. Don't nobody love adds no value to your life but his. Y'all been together all this time and had all these children. You still fighting for his love. At what point do you say, forget it? Just forget it. The love you give is the love that you deserve to receive. You shouldn't have to beg for love from a man that you married to. Do mistakes happen during marriages? Do people step out and all this other stuff? That stuff happens. Yeah, it happens. Do women forgive every day? Yes, that happens. But baby, if all I required was some flowers from the store and you can't do that, after I forgave you trying to talk to everybody around me from what it looks like, and you can't do something that simple, you got to get the hell on. But tearing down everybody in her life is not going to change wood. No matter after she finished this rodeo she on of trying to tear down each and every person name by name in her family, wood is still there. Then you say, I'm going to cut it at the root. Girl, let me tell you something. They always say, you know, you don't need nobody in his life, but everybody needs somebody sometime, baby. At the end of the day, as a grown behind woman, just you and your kids, at some point that's going to get lonely because you're a grown person, okay? And grown people like to deal with other grown people from time to time. It all sound good coming out your mouth, honey. You're trying to convince yourself of that, unless you're gonna be a loner. Because at the end of the day, how does that affect the children? You can take them to these same places over and over and over and over every day, every day, every day. Eventually, they're gonna get bored. They're gonna get tired of going to Busch Gardens. They're gonna get tired of going to Disney World. They're gonna be seeing everything it is to see at these places. Then what? Then what? Because the same things that you said that you didn't need, your mama bought you Jordans. Now I hate Jordans. So it's nothing that lady could have done to satisfy you. I wanted a journal. Girl, she put shoes on your feet. See, this is the thing. This is what y'all watching is an ungrateful woman. From what it sounds like is Peach Mama was the best mama she knew how to be. And that's all you can be as a parent. That's it. That's all. Right now, you pouring into your teenage son. You say you go to him, you talk to him, and he's told you to leave him. But you stayed there, right? So at this point, the same things that Peach is saying her mama did to her is what you're doing to your son. Because your son told you to leave him. Your son told you not to let him back in when he was going the last time. But you let him back in. So does that make you a bad mom? No matter how much you get on here and scream, I want my kids whole, I want my kids whole. But the one thing your kids are requesting of you, which is to get rid of Wood, you won't do it. So does that make you a bad mom? No, it makes you a mom that's trying to operate still in motherhood, but still operate in womanhood, right? You're an imperfect person. You're making the best decisions that you know how to make for your life in this current state. Do you care whether or not that's going to bring childhood trauma to your son? The fact that you've poured your business into him, the fact that he can click on the internet any second and see the stuff that's happened that he didn't know happened in his life. The stuff that you may have tried to hide from him, you don't even care right now because you're so vengeful. You just putting out everything. You want to make the stuff, you know, I'm very quite sure he probably loved his auntie and this and that, but you putting everybody's business out. You're trying to do a smear campaign of your whole entire family, even the man you laying beside. So it's kind of hard to even feel sorry for the things that he's doing to you because look what you're doing to him. You're doing a whole smear campaign. But everybody around Peach is wrong but Peach in her eyes. She is preying on these people for $1. And it's despicable. Because like I said, if these are just like right now, her daddy passed away, right? All the siblings all together. Instead of you coming on the internet and deciding to bash them, for the fact that we all know that life is short, you could have chosen to go over there with your family and try to mend some broken relationships. Not to say that you had to say something first, but you could have gone over there if you really want closure, right? Even if it was the last conversations you would have had with any of them. A real woman, you stand on business. You'd have went over there and stood in front of those women, your sisters and brothers and all that. If you had an issue with a one-by-one address, then let's address the daddy right here. We see, how quick life can be over. We watch him suffer from the C word. We watch him go through. At this point, I need the closure in my life. So whatever it is y'all did to try to break me, I want to tell y'all how it made me feel. And this is the last thing I'm going to ever say to any of y'all, because I feel like at this point or the next level of my life, I don't even want to take y'all, any grievances, anything that y'all have done to me coming up. I don't want to take that with me in my next level of life. That's how you fix something. That's how you stand on business. Not coming to the internet, you're doing a smear campaign on your family. Because what people just fail to realize, if she'll do this to her family, she'll do this to anybody. But y'all adding fuel to the fire, continuing to promote it, continuing to tell her that she's right. Anybody with common sense know what she's doing not right. And she regurgitating the same information over and over. Every time y'all try to let it get a little low, she regurgitates it to make sure y'all don't forget it. Make sure it can continue to be content. She regurgitated. Then y'all go back to feeling the same things. She keeps saying the same things happen over and over and over and over. Every time we get a little old, she regurgitated again. But at the same time, like I said, we saw. I wouldn't give a doggone if your mama stood there for a second. She showed up. She didn't have to. And if all this hatred was really there and it was really genuine and it was really solidified, she would have never been around. What you need her around for? You had money, just like what you're doing now. They're going to child care. They're going this and that and the third. So what was she around for? But to make that green dollar, you would tear her down. And you get on here and say, I don't love my mama. You don't love nobody but Wood. If that man walk out on her right now and just say, I'm just sick of you talking trash, this, that, and the third. No matter how many videos she make, I'm divorcing my husband, this, that, and the third. If that man walk out right now, her whole world will crumble. But why? When you the head and not the tail. You the head of your household at this point. But you've allowed this man to consume so much of you and everything good about you that right now he's your puppet master. He letting you run your mouth because he letting you run up that bag. He don't care about what you're saying about him because it's running up a bag. It's running up a check. He don't care. But if that's the game that you and him playing amongst each other, y'all play that game. But for you to tell your mama down the way you're doing, your brother, your sister, everybody that's been trying from the videos you showed, been trying to be good to you now in your adult life. Okay, whatever they did coming up or the stories that you had coming up, they're unfortunate. We get that. Nobody's taking that from you. Whether they happen or not, we don't know. We only know it's always three sides to a story. Your side, their side, and the truth. We all know that as grown people, right? We all know that. But what we did see is the times when your family come around, we saw a family that was trying to thrive. But you cut it off at the knees. Every time it tries to thrive, you break it up. It's like you don't want nothing. You don't want nobody to love you. But then you get on here and cry about nobody not loving you, but you are not willing to let nobody else love you. All because of the person you want the love for, the man that's laying right beside you, he won't give it to you correctly. So because he don't want to give it to you correctly, no matter what nobody else around you do, it's never going to be good enough. Because it ain't coming from Wood. That's the reality. But loving somebody shouldn't be this hard, baby girl. You deserve better. But you got to get, and I can't tell no grown woman what she got to do, because like I said, we all got our indiscretions, we all got our shortcomings. But that baby needs some mental help. That baby needs somebody to work on her mental. And she can say it 1,000 times. I don't care how many journals she write in or whatever else she trying to do to self-preserve. It ain't working. Okay? Because we watch you get on here and scream and holler because somebody tried to clean your neck. And try to make sense that made her a bad parent because she tried to clean your neck when you had a black neck. So now everybody want to go ahead and why would you try to clean your child? Let me let y'all hear this out loud. Why are you trying to clean your child black neck with alcohol? Yeah, see how stupid that sounds? Why wouldn't you try to clean it? Regardless of where you tried to clean it at, why wouldn't you? Can you see the bigger picture? The fact of, just like that lady said, she never put in her dirty bath water, but at the end of the day, can you see the bigger picture that she tried to bathe her child? Can you see the bigger picture that she did try to bathe? She made sure her child bathed. But no, y'all don't want to see the good in nothing. Y'all just want to keep seeing. See, this world thrive off hate. It thrive off a bunch of angry behind people that just want to have a reason to be angry all the time. Like I said, a lot of us have childhood trauma. You can choose to allow that to be your crutch to just be a messed up individual and keep your life stagnant, or can you turn that pain into power and let God deal with the rest. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Let God deal with them. Because see, God not gonna judge you based on what other people do. He gonna judge you based off of you. You're not gonna be able to stand in front of God and say, I did this and did that because my mama did this and did that. You're in your 30s, baby. And like I said, I've even, told my story, but I can't use that as a crutch. My mama was gone when I was 14. My daddy by the time I was 15. You think that give me a right to use that as a crutch the rest of my life, to be a hateful person? To not to try to spread any love to anybody because I didn't get it? Because my parents left way too early to give it to me, and I never got it anymore my whole life? Is that a reason for me to go around here and hate everybody and do a smear campaign on my family, each and everything that everything did, get on here and call their names? I can tell my story without telling their names. Because at the end of the day, no matter, despite what any of them did to me, I still love them. Because you know what? I know that's required of me. And I know I have never been a perfect person either. See, when you know you imperfect, you understand that some things that happen to you in your life are, it's because you're blocking basically you block your own blessings by holding hate in your heart. Pressure bust pipes. You can get it off you without having to tear somebody else down. You don't have to tear somebody else down for your light to shine. Trying to dim somebody else's light for your light to shine is ridiculous. That ain't how you stand on business. That ain't how you say that you're a good person. In this day and age, everybody need to want everybody light to shine, because we don't even know when it'll be over for you. Life don't come with no manual. Like I said, all you can be is the best person you know how to be. And like I said, mothers like her mama and my mama and a lot of people, mama, they come from a time where children were to be seen and not heard. So yes, there's a lot of things. A lot of us have grown up with childhood trauma. A lot of things that we wanted to say. There's a lot of situations where we felt like we were not being seen. We were not being heard. But is that a reason to tear your mama down in adulthood, in your high 30s? When now at this point, she's doing all that she can to be the best person that she know how to be still. Because at the end of the day, no matter how much money you got, her maturity is going to be based off her. And she's doing it. She's trying to do the work from what I can see. Because at the end of the day, she's at some point, and I see people saying that people hide behind God. You can't hide behind God, baby. You can say his name as loud as you want, but understand, God sees everything. So you can't hide behind God. And because you know how to say God, or you know how to say I read the Bible, it don't change who you are. People go about off what they see. So I don't care. Yes, most of a lot of people that carry the Bible around, Bible told us a lot of them are the worst people. That's true. We've seen stories from time to time with the preacher sleeping with the whole congregation. We done all seen all that, right? But you know what the fault lay on you if you put your poured so much into a preacher that you believe that he was without fault. That's a you problem. Because you should all know that we perfectly imperfect. You got to expect the person to do exactly what they're going to do, right? Never be surprised by the actions of somebody else. Because one thing about it, no matter how long a person tries to wear a mask, one day that mask reveals the true you. So it's better just to be yourself from the beginning. So at the end of the day, like I said, you can't hide behind God because eventually He's going to allow you to reveal yourself. God gives you free will. And in those free will times, it's usually when people are revealed for who they really are. Pastors included, Bible toters included, the most sanctified and holy ghost. You know, a lot of the most sanctified people come from a past. Okay. The most ones that try to sit back and judge you, oh baby, they had a horrible past, baby. Something real bad happened in their life that sent them to God. Then they get in the place that think they can turn their nose up at you. That's why I don't pay none of them no attention. Baby, everybody got a past. At some point in your life, you fell short of His glory. A lot of times we fall short of His glory every day. And we understand that we're made perfectly imperfect in His image. We're not meant to be perfect. But as long as you can go to God and repent, it don't matter what no earthly person say, because they can't make you or break you. And they don't determine your destiny. They don't determine your everlasting life. We all passing through here. But you know what you shouldn't want to spend your time doing is bashing and tearing down your whole family. And you say, people say that, well, I shouldn't talk about that. It affect me. How would it affect you? It ain't your trauma. Stick to your trauma. Because let you tell it, you got a bunch of it. Why you can't stick to your own trauma? Why you got to bring everybody else's personal business? Like, you know, come on, man. You sitting here thriving off somebody else, the pain of your family, the indiscretions of your family. That's add fuel to your fire. That's evil. No matter how much you try to wrap it up and how many pretty bows you try to put on it, that's evil and vindictive. And she knows it's being vindictive because she said it herself. She did a whole video telling y'all she's being vindictive. But people still saying, I understand you. Yeah, I stand with you. So you vindictive too. Somebody telling you they purposely being vindictive and you still hold their word as bond, right? And Constance saying they started it. They started it how? Because they disagreed with you? Because you said something that your family disagreed with, that mean they started something? No, you started it. You the one came out here telling all them people business. They disagreed with something that you said. Even the thing with the stuff at the casino with her mama. Because she said it was, they say F the peach patch. Okay. Who wouldn't have said that? Because they don't know. They just knew that these girls was a part of the peach patch. So somebody just jumped on your mama. Please, who ain't gonna say that? But then you say, oh, they wrong for saying that? When these people coming up at this, like, no matter what, let me tell you something. One thing about life, you don't walk up on nobody. This is the internet. You see people on the internet. You ain't no fan of Tracy, so what you walking up on her trying to question her about her child for? What make you think you reserve the right to walk up on this lady at the casino while she enjoying herself to ask her about her grown behind child? That was the first mistake. Who do you think you are? Don't question me about my child. You put some food in her mouth when she was coming up. You put some clothes on her back, some shoes on her feet. You gave her a place to live when she was coming up. Did I ask you for anything to help me raise her? That means you don't reserve the right to walk up on me and ask me nothing. Boundaries. You take it too far. Like that lady got to sit there and talk to you and respond and let you question her about the way she raised her child. Like that junk is ridiculous. It's ridiculous for these subs to even think that they reserve the right to do something like that. You don't walk up on people, baby, honey. Because sometimes you walk up on people and you don't walk back. What happened to them was, I mean, it is what it is. You overstepped behind a woman that's up today and down tomorrow. You never know what version of her you gonna get. But you wouldn't risk your life to walk up on somebody to question them about her. And she wouldn't do the same for you 100% because you ain't wood. None of y'all subs is wood. So please understand, she ain't finna stand for y'all like that. She ain't finna walk up on nobody and ask nobody about what they doing to you. Your life could be in shambles and you walking up on somebody's mama questioning them about a grown behind woman that you really don't know for real. You just support on the internet. And like I said, she wouldn't do the same for you. A woman that took a woman $35 and tell her, I ain't got it, but you in some place, she walk up on you in some place buying food, but you ain't got her $35. I'm going to give it to you when I want to. This lady have watched you make videos of your children going to Busch Gardens, your children, you going shopping for your children and all that since she gave you her $35. It's the principle behind it, bruh. I'm going to give it to you when I'm ready. That ain't, and y'all act like that junk right. It's like y'all get to following people on this internet and you forget to stand for something. You don't stand for nothing. It's like y'all become programmed or something. Because ain't no way y'all really think this stuff cool in real life. Because if y'all do, y'all some screwed up behind people. Like, it's just no way that you program like that. You took the lady money, you did provide the service, get a lady her money right back. They shouldn't have to ask you for their money. If you wasn't gonna provide the service or whatever, give them all back their money ASAP. Once you decided that you was not gonna provide the service, nobody should have had to ask you for their money back. How you gonna spend somebody's money before you even provide the service, and then tell them they gotta wait for you to give it back? What, like, y'all, come on, man. Then say some people say, oh, you could just have it. Okay, well, if you want to throw away your money like that, that'll just have it. Okay, good. If you support somebody like that, you stand on business. You won't let them keep your money. Whenever they feel like they want to have a mental breakdown after they took your money, you say, okay, you going through a mental breakdown, you can keep my money, then that's cool. But everybody don't play that game. But even that lady was wrong for walking up on that lady. You don't walk up on nobody. She was wrong for walking up to Peach in that restaurant. You don't play like that. But she should have just did what she did, disputed it through her bank. So both of them was wrong in that situation. You don't walk up on nobody, dispute it and move on. That's what I'm saying. But you don't walk up on strangers. That's still stranger danger. I don't care how much they talk to you on this internet. You don't walk up on nobody, even in no aggressive manner, and ask them for nothing. Just like it was wrong for them to walk up on her mama in that doggone casino and try to question them about her child. Like certain stuff you just shouldn't do. Certain stuff as an adult, you should know it's just a no-go. Like nobody shouldn't have to tell you the limits that you shouldn't press as an adult. Like I just be sitting here wondering, I've been watching this stuff and, like I said, I watch Akasha and I listen to what Akasha said. And a lot of stuff Akasha said kind of resonated with what I was thinking the whole time. It's selling, but nobody's safe. She don't care who she got to step on. And like I said, Wood is 100% fine with it because it's bringing money in their household. And he can get that bread to go to the casino. He don't care. Say what you want to say about me because he is in the right mindset. I don't care what the people on the internet got to say about me. I could care less. Because I know no matter what I'm going to do to you, what I do to you or how I do it to you, I'm coming back. You can put me out 1,000 times. But I control you. I consume you. But honey, doing this to your mama ain't going to help you break from him. Because the more he right there, he continuing to suck your soul out. Your mama ain't the problem. She had her own house. And again, when she come on this internet, she ain't choosing to bash you her whole life. She ain't choosing to get on here and tear you down. She said, I love my child. Now, maybe the love that she has for your for her is not the definition of what you think love is, but that's what she got. Okay. So if you're not satisfied with the love that she got, that's all she got to offer. You have a right to not accept it. Correct. But you don't have to try to tear it down. But it don't make her any less of a mother. She's the best mother that she know how to be. Like I said, parents don't come with no handbook, and we are not all the same parents. But at the end of the day, she was the best parent she know how to be. And it seems like she got other children, that don't feel the same. And not to say that we all have not seen parents that show favoritism. We've all seen that. Even when people have multiple children. That's why, that's something that I've always fought all my life not to do. Not to show favoritism. not to show favoritism amongst the children, you know. And sometimes what people don't see is that it's not really favoritism, right? Sometimes it's just understanding that some of your children require to be loved different. Like I said, you have some of your children that's independent and you have some that's dependent. So those dependent ones require a little more love, right? That's just like the one who has the baby that got autism. He requires a little more, right? So would it be right for her children to grow up and say she loved him more? She does her best, of course, to distinguish, you know, or hand out her love piece by piece for all of them. But of course, when you have 7 kids, somebody gonna fall short a little bit, right? Because in those spaces, if one child needs something and the baby who got autism needs something in the same moment, because you know how far the one with autism is going to go, you're gonna have to show him a little more love right then in that moment. And at that moment, that other one feel like you're not there for them, but you're doing the best that you can. When you're a mother of multiple children, it's very easy sometimes for your children to feel like, you know, they being left behind or overlooked. But you as a mama, you're not genuinely trying to do that. You just genuinely just doing the best that you can. But you're still only one human with 2 hands. And a heart that stretch amongst hopefully all your children. But again, you know, those ones that are dependent and the ones that are independent. And that's the thing when you become a mom that you usually, or dad, you usually start to understand that. You know what I'm saying? You don't pull back and try to use that against your parent. Because at the end of the day, no matter how it all turned out, look at you now. You could have chosen to be happy with the blessings that God bestowed upon you. But no, you choosing to still complain, right? You choosing to go blow your money at the casino at some point. You're choosing to use everything that you've done for somebody against them. So nothing that you did for anybody was ever from the heart, right? Because when you do from the heart, you don't talk about it. When you do something for somebody from the heart, you don't talk about it. You don't throw it back up in their face. So nothing that any of your family ever got from you was ever genuine. See, everything that you got was for to do what you did. Everything that you did for them was to do what you're doing right now. Use it as a storyline. Use it as a reason to make them feel like to make them look like bad people. So it was never genuine. Everything you did came with a consequence, and they didn't know it until now. Now you're using it to throw it back in their face. What you did for them. What you did for them. What you did for them. Okay, what you did for them. Okay, okay. God bless you at a place where you could bless your family. God blessed you for you to bless other people. And you were able to do that. But like I said, it wasn't from the heart because you turned around and used it against them. I'm very quite sure if they knew that you was going to use it against them, they would have rather you kept every dollar. But you didn't get them a choice in the matter. You gave it to them and made them think that it was genuine love and genuinely, you know, you was doing it because you cared. And genuinely because you wanted them to have a better life. Get out of my pocketbook, Tata. Now, get out of my purse. Ain't no candy in there. Ain't no I'm gonna lie, be quiet. Get out my stuff. You genuinely did the best, you know. If I just feel like, you know, why choose the time in your life when you should be happy to just choose sadness? Why? Everything that she's going through right now, even her emotions, she's choosing. That's a choice. And like I said, everything I'm speaking from a child with a lot of childhood trauma. It's a choice. She's choosing this for herself. And she's not caring what she's doing to anybody else. She's choosing to be the way she is. And like I said, she's done videos telling y'all she's being vindictive. She's not done yet. She's going to keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. So whatever she's getting from trying to tear her family down, baby, you know, if that fulfills her, If that's what she need to do, baby, then I guess that's what she need to do. But does it make it right? No, it does not make it right. Like, would you want somebody to throw back every indiscretion that you've had in your life back against you? Would you want your child to stand up against you and say it's okay for people to jump on you, do all this stuff for your child to get on here and say, I don't love my mom? And when you put your life on the line to give her life, regardless if you've been the best mama that she think that you could be, you was the only mama that you knew how to be. Would you think it's okay for your child to stand up and say, I don't love her? Would you applaud that? Would you think it would be okay for people to applaud that? And like I said, none of us was there, so we don't know who's told the truth. Layla had it. We don't know who's told the truth. So it shouldn't be that deep to us. Because again, we can only go by what we was told. And like I said, there's always three sides. So for people to actually be walking up on people and trying to question people and, doing multiple questions and multiple choice questions, like, come on, y'all, that's going too far. Mess around and walk up on somebody and don't walk back. And then you're going to think somebody wrong. But overstep boundaries getting that deep in somebody's business that you care enough to walk up on somebody and do 21 questions. Let them people go get the help they need. They need to go to family counseling, just like she was willing to go to counseling with her husband. Go to counseling with your mom if you really want to fix it, but you don't because it's content. But you know what? I blame the world too, because y'all make it feel, y'all love to see stuff like that. You love to see a broken family. That's the kind of stuff that motivates this internet hate. Broken families, broken relationships. This is what y'all thrive off of. See, when the people being positive and they showing up with positive content, y'all don't watch. So they feel like she feel like she don't get the numbers that she need when she being positive, when she doing the good videos. She feel like the big numbers come when she bashing everybody in her family, when she sitting there telling y'all their tea, when she sitting there telling y'all their business. So like I said, y'all fuel that fire. That ain't no mental. That ain't no mental. She know what she be doing. She a businesswoman. Big bag. She know how to get that big bag. No matter who got to go down for her to get that big bag, she willing to do it. She willing to do it. Because if you think Wood wasn't okay with the things that she said and he tell her, I'm going to leave you, you say something else about me, I'm going to leave you, I bet you won't hear her say nothing else about Wood. But he feel like he leaving to go where? To do what? That man can only do what she allow. That's just like for each and every last one of us women. These men can only do what we allow them to do, and vice versa. She can only do what he allow. That's a partnership. That's a partnership. They're working together they letting it work together for their good. No matter hey, everybody's dispensable. Mama, daddy, brother, sister, everybody. She don't care. She don't care as long as run up that bag piece. She don't care who gotta go down. If she know your business, baby, it's coming to this internet. So prepare yourself. Because, baby, it's all content to her. She don't care how deep it is. She don't care how tragic it is. She don't care. If it get her bag, baby, I'm so sorry for you. You are dispensable. If your business can bring her a bag, you are dispensable, baby. Sorry for you. Then y'all wonder why people may not want to be around her. She probably been like this her whole life. Running her mouth about people doggone business, carrying people business out their house. She like this and she's so willing to do it now in adulthood. That child been like that her whole freaking life. Her whole life. Trust. That's why people see she can't come to my house. Because she been running her mouth, telling people business. I'm willing to bet you, in my opinion. That's why they ain't want her at their house. Because she talked too much. She talked way too freaking much. And like I said, that's just like even me. We're going through childhood trauma. If I decided to still tell my story, I'm not going to call my mom no B word. I'm not going to do all that. Because I realized after she passed away that she was the best mama that she could be. I found out the type of mama she had. And it made me understand she was the best mama that she could be. A person can only give you what they got. And if it ain't good enough for you, baby, find your happiness. Finish fulfilling yourself. Once you grown, she's fulfilled you all she can. And she's continuing to try. She's trying with her grandkids. But you want to take that away from her. But at the end of the day, those babies love her. And they ain't going to forgive you for what you're doing. Just them screaming for her when she came to that door, that's their grandma. Sometimes, a lot of parents don't get it right when they're raising their kids, so they try to fix it with their grandbabies. That's how they try to get their redemption. Hey, Brit, you come when I'm about to go. Oh, let me not call you Brit. Hey, Brit. Let me not call you Brit, girl. Well, I'm so sorry. I retract that, please. Retract that statement, please. Hey, my boo. Y'all, if anybody who listening here, y'all not following Brittany Alabama child, please go follow her. She's so funny. Please, she's so funny that she is so hilarious. She talk about real, the stuff that she talk about, but she funny with it. She funny. But yeah, like it's just no way. It's just no way that anybody think what Peach is doing is good. Then, like I said, the stuff that she's coming out saying, y'all, like people getting taken advantage of as children and stuff like that, and she's using it as content. That's wrong. That's their story. I can talk about it because it affect me. How the hell did it affect you if it wasn't happening to you? It wasn't happening to you. And there's no way you can ever tell nobody's story like that. And then that's a narcissist all the way through. How could you use their story and say it affects you when you wasn't the one that was being done to? But because it affects you, that give you the right to tell it? Like, come on, man. Make it make sense. You can't, like, come on now. Make it make sense. Y'all, come on now. It's just no way as grown people, y'all stand with that. And if y'all do stand with that, we got a bigger problem. We got a societal problem. If y'all stand with that, if y'all don't know, if y'all can't see that everybody just suspenseful and this is all for content, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. This girl bust out crying because her mama washed her black neck. Oh, okay. So that's the reason I'm gonna say her mama a bad mama, because she washed her black neck. Like y'all, we gotta make stuff, stuff gotta make sense. Sense gotta, stuff gotta make sense to me. And like I said, it's not downplaying anything if it really happened in her life. It's not downplaying it, but it still gotta make sense. Being a bad mama would have mean she continued to let you keep that black neck. She ain't care nothing about that black neck getting clean. Putting you in the bathtub mean that she made sure you stayed clean. She didn't have you around here dirty. And we all know it don't make it right, but a lot of people call people chunky, coming up. It ain't right, but people did it. But a lot of people, what they did, instead of choosing to grow up and bash their moms and call them the B words and all that, they lost weight, right? But how did that hurt you so much as a child when you grew up into adulthood right now? You still big. And you say, I love myself. I ain't getting my stomach done because I love myself. But then in the same thing, you say that you hate your whole family because they called you big when you was coming up. Girl, do you love yourself or you don't? See, we got to call a thing a thing. She contradicts herself all the time. Most people, if that hurt them and it made them feel a way, they changed it. If you, like they say, if you don't like something about yourself, you change it. You don't use it as a crutch. If it affects you, you take control of your own life and you change it. You don't keep trying to regurgitate it to try to make somebody else look bad. I mean, come on. But then you get on here and you shake that big old belly. And that's the confidence in you that I love. But then you try to dig up because people say you was chunky coming up. And it hurt you coming up. And you will get on video and cry about it now, but look in the mirror and still got that big old stomach. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with it. She had 7 kids. And she said it ain't because of her kids, it's because of the way she eat. So you're not trying. It's okay, baby. It's okay, Britt. You ain't doing nothing to change it. You're confident in yourself is what you say as an adult, which is all great. Because I'm definitely confident in myself. And I'm a big woman. To me. But if you confident in yourself, why are you still trying to use those things as a crutch to be evil? See, you say one thing, but then you do another. You try to get out here, you try to uplift everybody else and tell everybody else, oh, do this, do this, do this, do that, do this, but you ain't doing none of that. You ain't doing none of that on the back end. You ain't doing the work that you need to do for yourself. You feel like you're gonna heal yourself by hurting other people. That ain't the way you heal. The pic she posted don't look like she was dirty and neglected. Exactly. Brie, I said the same thing. She was beautiful too. She was beautiful too, Brie. I said, oh yeah, she was a beautiful girl. She was a beautiful girl. And she's still beautiful. She was a beautiful girl. I looked at that picture. I said, okay, Peach. She was a beautiful girl coming up. I nothing looked neglected. Exactly. I said the same thing. I said, so this don't make no sense. And then Akashi said today, said her mama sold, her mama was a hustler. She was like, that girl ain't never went without nothing. That's what Akashi said today, her sister Akashi. She said, y'all keep following that up. That girl ain't went without nothing. That girl is lying. Akashi said that girl mama them kept them sharp. So if that's all she had to give you, but then if that's all she had to give you, she gave you what she had. But it's the same thing. The same thing she said that she hates, the same thing she do for her children. Material stuff. You make sure they have the updated iPhones, even them little old babies that don't care. They just want a phone that they can play with. But you're doing the same thing. You feeding them materialistic stuff. But you say that's the same thing that was kind of breaking you as a child because you didn't want those things. You wanted a journal. You think them kids care about what kind of phones they got? Whatever they're using the phones for, I'm very quite sure they don't care what kind of phones they're doing it on. But to you, that's important. So you say you're not materialistic, but then those kind of things are important. You go in there and catch a whole fit. Yes, she was very pretty and still is. I just can't get past them bottom teeth. Britt, girl, you ain't never got to worry about having no cavities. That's how my grandbaby teeth is. She got those spaces, and I always tell her that, baby, you ain't never got to worry about having no cavities because your teeth is not close together. You can floss some things with no problem. My grandbaby teeth like that. They ain't got to never worry about no cavities, honey. They gonna have them teeth forever, baby. They ain't gonna never have to worry about it. But yeah, but you're using that everything as a crutch to be an awful person as an adult, right? But y'all, just like people that go to prison and get out, y'all say that they deserve redemption, right? They deserve a second chance. Everything in life, we all, everybody deserves a second chance. Depending on the situation. Now, I ain't gonna say everything, but them type of situations, them people could have got just like she said, I can show him grace because of the type of mom and daddy he had. Wood can get grace because of the type of mom and daddy he had, but her mama deserved none. And y'all promote that. Her mama deserved none. The one who gave her life, she don't deserve grace. Because when she needed her to show up, she showed up. Regardless of the fact that she gave her money, you offered to lay the money, so she took it, but she still showed up for you. Like, you got to look at the bigger picture of the overall picture. She keep trying to take out small pieces of anything anybody did good to her and use it against them to tear them down. So who would want to be around a person like that? But her mama's still trying. Even though she's trying to tear her down. From the top of her head to the soles of her feet, she's trying to break that woman. She's still showing up. Your mama show up at your house to try to see you, ring your doorbell, and you say, you think it's funny to make a content to put it on the internet that your mama tried to come see you. You try to use that to tear her down. The fact that she tried to come and make amends with her child. What? Like, what kind of person you got to be? That's a mother's love. That unconditional love. Because a lot of people would have said, girl, forget you. I don't care nothing about you. You and your kids can get the F on. They want to try to make it right with you. You grown. I done did my part. That's what a lot of black mamas would have said. You grown. I done did my part. F you and them kids. And would have been on here dogging you right back. would have been chasing that bag, because see, she ain't got it like you. So she could have easily got on here and chose to dog you, tell everything that you've done in your life, everything that you've gone through with her while you was under her roof, how you was doing this and doing that as a child. That lady could have got on here and decided to take that route, because it would have definitely ran her up a bag. That's how you know she ain't Peach. Because she got all the ammo that she needs, and nobody in this world could say she was wrong if she chose to, dance with the devil, like her daughter say. You want to dance with the devil, I'm going to dance with you. But no, she taking the high road. She addressed things when they come to her, but she taking the high road. She deserves the applause for that. Because, baby, the level of the way that God is working on her, baby, honey, I ain't even there yet. But you say stuff like, I'm going to war with God, I'm dancing with the devil. Who the hell are you to talk about you going to war with God? Girl, if you don't sit down, I can understand you saying that. I had to ask God why this happening. I question God. But for you to say you going to war with God, girl, bye. Who do you think you are? God ain't the person you go to war with. He's the person that help you win the wars. He's the person that makes sure you get the victory. Like, at this point, that girl's pathetic. Child, bye. Like, it's just, like I said, at first it was just like, when I first heard it, because like I said, I'm a child that come from childhood trauma. When I first heard it, I was like, oh yeah, some of the stories sound familiar. Because like I said, a lot of us come from those Black homes where things were to be, children were to be seen, not heard. So children's voices were not heard. So we all struggled in silence. A lot of us suffered in silence. Was going through a lot, and we suffered in silence. A lot of us did. And a lot of us dealt with that childhood trauma and brought it into adulthood, but we didn't use it, like I said, to be vindictive, evil people. A lot of us started trying to do the work, right? To heal our inner child and allowed ourselves to feel those feelings that we tried to compress. We allowed them to come to the forefront. Even me, like I said, I'm still trying to do the work. But going back and beating on and bashing the people who did it to me is not going to change it, right? They're going on with their life. And I refuse to let them re-victimize me every day of my life. I'm not a victim. I'm a conqueror. And I stand on that. You see what I'm saying? But y'all, I'm going to go. May your today be better than yesterday. May your tomorrow be better than today. Know that every day God blows that breath in your body, you're one step closer to your season. Don't let your family, nobody around you, pray on you, okay? Know the difference, baby. Prey. Don't let them pray on you, okay? Watch those prayers, baby. Don't get it confused. I'm gonna get my baby from work, and I'm out, y'all.